I am going to make several homemade salad dressings today. So I have the ingredients out for the first recipe, and it's called Younker's dressing. And it's kind of a sweet dressing, Russian or Western style dressing, and Kraft made a version of it called Catalina. I don't know if they still do or not. This kind of tastes like that, but it's really easy to do. And so for ingredients, we have 1 cup of sugar, and I've got that in the bowl here. I have a 1/2 cup of white vinegar. We're going to use vegetable oil. I have 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt, and then the recipe calls for 1 medium onion finely grated. I'm not sure that this is as big as a medium onion would be. It's about a 1/2 of a large onion that I just grated on the fine setting on the fine grate on my regular hand held grater. But if you've got a food processor, that would be great. Just put it in there. But like I said, I don't think I've got a whole medium onion there. Kind of got tired of grating it. So what I'm going to do first of all is I am going to take the well, this is an old recipe, and it tells how to do it on the stove top. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sugar, 1 cup of sugar, and then a 1/2 cup of the vinegar, and I have to be careful because this is right up to the top. And I'm going to put this in the microwave for maybe a minute. It needs to combine, and the sugar needs to dissolve. So let's put it in for a minute and see what happens. This is what it looks like after a minute. So I'm going to put it in for another minute. Okay, that's close, but I think I'm going to try for another 30 seconds. Okay, so I think 2 minutes and 30 seconds are the right amount of time to dissolve that sugar in with that vinegar. So the other ingredients we're just going to put in, and then we're going to put them into, I've got some old jars here that I've saved that will just mix the ingredients up and then put it into the jars and shake. That was the onion. The salt. And that was 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. And a 1/4 teaspoon of celery salt. And a 1/2 cup of salad oil, vegetable oil, canola oil. unless you're using a a light olive oil. Olive oil might be too heavy for this. I have never tried this on melon before, but it says on the recipe that it's good on melon salad. And I've got just an old jam jar here that I'm going to pour this into. Is it going to fit? Oh, it's not going to fit. I have a pickle jar then. And I'm just going to shake this up and store it in the fridge. That was not a real good seal on that. You may want to shake it in the sink. Okay. Okay, store this in the fridge. The flavors will marry together, and when the oil is cold, it will be easier to mix it up and have it stay together. Okay, so that's the Younker's dressing. I'm going to cut up some strawberries and cantaloupe to make a little fruit salad. And then we'll put that Younker's dressing on it. It's just another cool option for the summertime. And you don't want to eat anything too hot or heavy. This is the Younker's dressing that I made. With the onions, vinegar, oil, the grated onion, the celery seed, the paprika. This would be good with honeydew, with citrus. With avocado. I like it on plain greens as well. That's really good. The next dressing is also a sweet vinaigrette to use for spinach strawberry salad. And so the ingredients for that, we have vegetable oil, we have red wine vinegar, and I had a little disaster with that. The measuring cup is cracked and so it leaked onto the counter, so that's why it's in a bowl. Red wine vinegar, some soy sauce, some salt and pepper, some sugar, and some garlic and herb seasoning. Okay, so we have 1.5 cups of white sugar, 1 cup of the red wine vinegar, we have 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic herb seasoning, and some salt and pepper. And then we've got 1 cup of vegetable oil to add to this. So I'm just going to whisk this up. This is really good on spinach and strawberries with some red onion. Could put bacon in it if you wanted, hard cooked egg, mandarin oranges or grapefruit, you just want to whisk this until the sugar is dissolved, and it feels like it is. And that goes in the fridge as well. Here's what you need to make strawberry spinach salad. Some baby spinach leaves, some strawberries, and a purple onion. And then I have this dressing that I made out of the red wine vinegar and oil and garlic and herb seasoning. The first thing I'm going to do is to soak the spinach and the strawberries in some water in my salad spinner, and I'm just doing those together. I'll let it soak for a few minutes and then we'll drain the water and spin it dry. While we're waiting on that, I'll just cut some slices of purple onion. And what I do most of the time is soak the onion in ice water. If it's a purple onion especially. So these leaves are probably a little bigger than I would normally like. So I'm just gonna cut them a little bit. They're not really a baby spinach, so cut them so it's easy for you or your guests to eat. If I was making this for a group, I'd have it in a serving bowl. And that may be more onions than you want on yours, but you'll make it the way you like it. And then I just have this dressing that I mixed up with the red wine vinegar and the vegetable oil and the sugar and the seasonings. This has sat out at room temperature for a while. It would have emulsified better if I had stirred it up when it was cold and left it cold, but it will work just fine for this. So if you were making it for a large group, you'd have it in a large serving bowl and you'd mix it up once you put the dressing on it. And there you have a delicious spinach strawberry salad for the summertime. To make ranch dressing, you'll need some sour cream, some dried minced onion, some dill weed, some parsley, and some garlic, and some salt and pepper. I've put some sour cream into a little bowl here. You might want to, if you're making it for your family, you might want to make more. And this is pretty much just all to taste. So I put the salt and pepper in, and I put some dill, some garlic. If you wanted to put onion powder in, you could. Dried parsley flakes. And some dried minced onion. I'm going to mix this all together and I'm going to add some water to it. Or you could add milk or cream if you'd rather. You could also add some mayonnaise to this if you'd like. And I'm going to taste test it by using a potato chip because this can also be a chip dip. It's a little bit more salt. Went a little heavy on the dill, and I'm okay with that. But if that's not your favorite, don't put as much in as I did. And the dried onion flavor isn't coming out yet because it hasn't rehydrated yet. But once this sits, then that will be more pronounced. It's really tasty. Ingredients for the chef salad are romaine lettuce, some seasoned croutons, some grape tomatoes, your choice of deli meat, ham and roast beef is what I used, some shredded cheese, some onions. You could also add pickled beets, marinated artichoke hearts, olives, avocado, anything you'd like. So with the ranch dressing, I'm just going to make a chef salad or a Cobb salad. Using some chopped romaine, some cherry tomatoes, or grape, I guess those are grape tomatoes. And put a little bit of purple onion or scallions on that. You've got turkey, chicken, you can put that on it. I have some ham and roast beef lunch meat. A little bit of cheese you can put on that, or that would look pretty to put on after the dressing was put on. And I have some hard-boiled eggs. And then just put the ranch dressing on top. And put a few croutons on top. And there you have a chef's salad. Make some honey mustard dressing now, vinaigrette. For that we need vegetable oil and apple cider vinegar, some honey. I'm using this Boar's Head honey mustard, but you could use Dijon, you could use grain mustard, you could use yellow mustard. You could probably even use the mustard powder, the ground mustard powder, and some salt and pepper. I've added the mustard to a little cereal type dish, and I'm adding some honey. You can add as much or as little as you'd like. If you're vegan, you can put some sugar in there. You could probably even just leave it out. And add just a little bit of this apple cider vinegar. Some salt and pepper to taste. some oil. Now, since this is just an eyeball thing, you're going to want to taste it and see if it's to your liking. Very mustardy. Can't tell what else it is that it needs. Maybe just a little more salt. See how that came together really easy? Mustard is a really good emulsifier for salad dressings. So if you don't like using raw egg or a coddled egg, just put a little bit of mustard into your salad, your homemade vinaigrette. This would probably be really good on grilled chicken, grilled fish, after you've cooked it as a sauce. If you put it on while you were had it on the grill, it would probably burn too much with the sugar and the honey, or this the honey. But I think that would be a really good sauce for a fish or chicken. So we have some lettuce, some French fried onions, an avocado, and some grape tomatoes, and some cooked bacon, and the mustard, honey mustard dressing that we just made. So I have some lettuce with grape tomatoes that I've washed. These French fried onions. I actually like these better than the French's brand. This Great Value brand. Okay, this is that honey mustard dressing that I made earlier with the honey mustard, the honey, the oil, and salt and pepper. there you have another type of salad. Okay, thank you for watching 4 salads and 4 salad dressings. Bye.